So, today we will discuss about test, measurement, evaluation and assessment. So, we start first test. What is test? In the process of evaluation, test occupy an important positions and place. Test is an effective tool to assess the learner's achievement in a quantitative manner. Whenever the teacher or evaluator level for success of a student, the quantitative assessment or test is used. So we can say that test is the powerful tool to assess or evaluate the student's performance. Test is the most important tools of measurement, which include a set of questionnaire or examination. It is helpful in nature characteristics to measure a specific or certain features. Nature's then next, nature characteristics or skills of individual or students or a group of individual or students. Okay. Then purpose, objective, feature of test. टेस्ट का पर्पज, ऑब्जेक्टिव और फीचर क्या होता है, चलो देखते हैं. To know identity, to what extent the student is able to acquire knowledge and learning. Then second point, to know and identify the strong point and weakness of the students. To know and identify and the students and candidate to give one them or appropriate candidate specific course. To know the success or failure of teaching of teachers through the achievement of students. Okay. Then next one is what is assessment. Assessment occupy an important role and place in the field of education. By the assessment, the progress of a student in a specific educational objective and in a definite time limit can be known. Assessment is a broad process by which the information regarding the knowledge object can be known. So, here it is clear that all the tests may be assessment, but all the assessment may not be a test. Okay, all the assessment may not be a test. Okay, then through the assessment, the attitude, desire and interest of the students related to the education can be known. Okay, then purpose of assessment: to know the educational progress of students within a limited time duration. To know, identify the personal and special need and requirement of the students. To prepare a better plan for the teaching and learning and easy method of teaching. Okay, there are 10 points of purpose of assessment. Then to remove the fear of examination from the mind of the student, to motivate him her for the self-assessment, to help the student for his all-round development, to improve the quality of teaching and learning. Okay, the next question is here: what do you mean by measurement and evaluation? Discuss the difference between measurement and evaluation. First, measurement refers to the explanation of the individual or object which is quantitative in nature and give the answer of same questions like how much, how many, how, greater than, etc. Then next, evaluation. Generally, measurement refers to the qualitative measure of an objective, but on the other hand, evaluation refers to the qualitative measure of the object. We evaluated something or to judge the worth of something. So आगे हम देखते हैं difference between evaluation and measurement. Here measurement and evaluation. The first point, it refers to objective and quantitative in value. It refers to the subjective judgment. It is objective in nature, it is subjective in nature. It is precious, it is not precise. In measurement we can assign symbol. In evaluation we assign symbol, a statement to characterize the value. It is limited in nature, it is unlimited in nature. It is scientific in nature, it is philosophical in nature. Then next point is here. Okay. The next question is discuss the characteristics and types of measurement. First we see characteristics of measurement like here. It is quantitative and mathematical in nature. There is definite unit of measurement. It may refers to mental measurement or measurement of object. It provide data for the evaluation. Then next one is types of measurement. Generally three types of measurement such as direct measurement, indirect measurement, relative measurement. In relative measurement there are two types also, physical measurement, educational measurement, like physical measurement and educational measurement. Okay. Here the scales of measurement, the nominal scales, ordinal scales. Okay. Then next one is internal scales and ratio scales. The ratio scale is a refinement over the other scale so far as the quantitative measurement is concerned. This scale has a definite 0 point. In this scale, तो रेशियो स्केल में क्या होता है, डेफिनाइट 0 पॉइंट. क्या होता है, डेफिनाइट 0 पॉइंट. इन द स्केल द डिफरेंस बिटवीन 15 and 10 is equal to difference between 83 and 78. Okay. In next class we discuss about evaluation. Thank you.